Hello everyone, Brother Yubby here, your coach of the Russian Rowlet, and we're bringing you our second match for the Pokemon World Cup. So I first want to address any noises you might hear. It is the middle of the day where I am, and there's a car alarm going off, and there's just a lot of people running around above me outside my apartment, and they're very loud. So, just want to preface that now. This is going to be a live recording, so I don't have any control over it. But we are facing off against Evanie, and I don't know the name of her team, so I am sorry. But here's the team that I'm bringing. She has a Zeraora, Superior, Landers, they're in all Z-Mons. Give me 1 second. She also has a Sylveon, Mega Ampharos, Blastoise, Metagross, Sneasel, Zangoose, Crobat, and Machamp. So the team that I am bringing is really focused on breaking through her team and then possibly setting up with Slurpuff at the end. So I have a Life Orb Mamoswine. It is an Adamant Nature, 252 attack, 180 speed. That's outspeeding a max speed Sylveon, and it's also outspeeding a max speed Adamant Metagross. I have a defensive Zapdos, 248 HP, 240 defense, 20 speed, outspeeding a max speed Adamant Metagross as well. And this is a Toxic Roost substitute set with Heat Wave. I can basically 1v1 a lot of his team. I'm just going to have to be worried about a Choice Spec Sylveon. So if I do see Sylveon, my main check to it is my Nihilego. It is an Assault Vest variant, and it is an Assault Vest speed boosting variant. So I have 309 speed, which is outspeeding a max speed Landorus, and if I get 1 kill, I'm actually outspeeding everything on his team, barring a Choice Scarf Zeraora, Choice Scarf Superior, and Choice Scarf Crobat. And so next there is a Mimikyu. I have the Ghost DMZ. It is a Swords Dance Sweeper with Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, and Play Rough. This is to mainly break through his Blastoise. His Blastoise is going to be his big physical check to my team, and it cannot check all of my physical threats being Mamoswine, Darmanitan, and Mimikyu, and still stay healthy. So next I have Darmanitan, Choice Scarf, main just breaker. It's probably going to be my lead. It's going to be able to outspeed a Choice Scarf Landorus. And lastly, I have my main win condition, which is Slurpuff, and it's also my main Sneasel check. Sneasel is a huge problem to my team, especially a Choice Banded Sneasel. This actually takes about 50% from a Choice Banded Sneasel. I then outspeed it, and I can set up a Cotton Guard, and I have a Rest, Cotton Guard, Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam set. It is walled by the Metagross and the Crobat. The Crobat might have the Haze, and I'm thinking she might have Roar on Blastoise to kind of counteract this, but other than that, this Slurpuff can sweep. This Slurpuff is very, very good against her team. So she has sent a challenge. I have my calc all set, and we are about to hop into the match. And we are just finishing up now. So we will accept this as a team. If you don't see, we don't have our Megalodios. It has a very good matchup, but I'm actually expecting a Dragonium Z Zeraora with Outrage. So my best check to it is going to end up being probably Slurpuff. It's going to have to be a mixture, an array of Pokemon on my side. So we're going to have to just kind of figure out a way to work around it. So we will accept. And we will say have fun as always. And we do see the Sneasel. We do not see the Metagross, but we see the Crobat. So if we can take out the Crobat, our Slurpuff can win. And basically, I like rocks, but I also see the Blastoise there to be kind of a physical nuisance. I do see the Sylveon, so I'm going to have to scout for Choice Specs on there. I have my team in the calculator, so I will just kind of have my Nihilego there, and I will post this in the World Cup chat. And then we'll jump right into the match. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Coaches chat. Here we go. And at here. Sending now. Okay. Awesome. So, our best lead here, I can expect a Landorus lead. So I could lead with possibly my Mamoswine, but he could do a lot of damage to me. The Landorus could be a bit of a problem. I'm just going to need to keep wearing it down. I do about 40% with a Scarf Flare Blitz to him. And Slurpuff could be a really good lead here as well, but I don't want to lose my item and lose my Unburden boost. I'm outspeeding a Zero Aura when I get to my Unburden boost. So, everything looks good. And let's see. I don't know what I want to lead with. I do think the Landers could be a lead. And so I think that Darmanitan could be my best kind of initial lead because I do match up well against the Landers, or I can at least do turn out against it, and I can kind of check and see what type of variant he is. So I like that. Yep, we do see the lead Landorus, and we don't see my Darmanitan, but my Darmanitan is there. So let's just go to a Darmanitan and a Landorus. Let's just pull up the defensive the defensive calc. I'm doing about 40% if she's defensive, or the Landorus is defensive. I'm doing 5 to 6% with U-turn. I am just going to U-turn. I know I outspeed it, so I'm not worried. And I'm going to be able to go, so that did 6%. So that is defensive, right? So if there's no defense investment, yeah, so she has to be defensive. Let's check the calc on my Mamoswine. She's not going to go for an Earthquake, but if she does, I take 1. And Ice Shard, I'm not actually going to be at -1. So I scare her out. I scare the Landorus out with a Life Orb Ice Shard, and that means I can get in before rocks go up and really start applying a lot of pressure. And I do like that play. And I'll get to see if she is Z-move or not. Actually, let's check this first. Say 252, no speed. Impish. I'm doing 77 to 91. Icicle Crash is going to be doing a lot. I do like the Zapdos play. Zapdos can toxic just about anything. Yeah, I'm going to go Zapdos here on the Stealth Rocks as expected there. So here I can either set up a sub or I can toxic. I like both plays. We did see the leftovers, so not as worrisome there. And I'm actually thinking he might, or she might go for a toxic here. So I'm going to set up a sub. Oh, Smackdown. Nice. So I have set up my sub. I'm going to get toxic off on this. That's going to break my sub. I'm going to get a toxic off. It is outspeeding me, so that's a little worrisome. So I now have to go into my... Let's check the calc on the Smackdown, actually. So Smackdown. Smackdown on my Zapdos. 20 to 25. How much did it do? That much. So no attack investment on this. What are you doing to my Slurpuff? Earthquake is not doing a lot. I'm not outspeeding though, which is the problem, and rocks are up. So Earthquake is going to come out. I really don't have a switch into it, and I don't want my Zapdos going down yet. So I do have a toxic off. I don't outspeed, which is frustrating. I don't want to lose my Slurpuff just yet, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to outspeed this with my Mimikyu. So if I go into my Mimikyu, and I'm not at -1, my Z Shadow Claw is going to do about 45%. I still don't like that as much. I could just go into my Mamoswine because after the round of Toxic, it's going to go down 12%, get 6 back. So it's going down a net 6, goes to 88. I might outspeed. Nope, I don't outspeed it because these are at the same speed. Definitely going to fear it though. So this is a little worrisome here. I don't want to lose my Mamoswine. Mamoswine puts on a lot of offensive pressure to her team, especially considering Crobat's right there. It can come in on the Crobat very well, and it stops the Zeraora from Volt Switching around on me. I don't want to come in on an Earthquake for anything else though. Does Mimikyu take an Earthquake? It does. Takes one after rocks. So I could set up to technically +2. My Never-Ending Nightmare will take it out. I think that's my play. Yeah, that has to be my play. I have to go into Mimikyu here. Take the Earthquake. That was a crit. Not going to matter there. So, I know I take one Earthquake. So I can set up to +2 here. If I set up to +2, does anything come in and outspeed and kill me? Sneasel might. A choice band in Sneasel does 77 to 91 to my Mimikyu. I like the Sword Stance play because it really starts pressure. I think I have to go for that. Sword Stance there as she U-turns. Okay, that's perfect. That's pretty perfect there. So she now has to pick something to come in on this, and she's either going to reveal, or I'm either going to start wearing down the Blastoise, or I'm going to get a big hit off on the Crobat. So the Crobat, if it's a defensive utility, my Never-Ending Nightmare is killing while her Brave Bird can't kill me. What if she is offensive? So 252. And let's say Skyplate has a chance to kill me. But that's only if it's offensive. If it's offensive, it doesn't check the rest of my team very well. Mimikyu is about to get a big hit off on something, especially, and if it's not defensive here, so say it's that, I'm doing a lot of damage with the Shadow Sneak, and I can really wear down the Crobat to the point where my Slurpuff can win. So I do like that. Sneasel comes in. Sneasel cannot kill me with anything. Right? Sneasel, Choice Band. Icicle Crash does 77 to 91. So it's a roll. Actually, it's not even really a roll because of the last damage, but I do about 50% with a Shadow Sneak. I think I should keep Mimikyu around. But that's only if it's banded. If it's not banded, it can't kill me, but it has to be banded considering how she brought it in, right? So, am I calculating Adamant Band? No, Jolly Band. So she's Adamant, which she can't, I don't think she can be. But if she is banned, I believe I just get my Darmanitan in, and Darmanitan gets a kill, other than on the Blastoise. I can Shadow Sneak. Shadow Sneak puts it in range of anything from everything because it doesn't live a U-turn to begin with. Maybe she might overpredict. I could just go into my Slurpuff. Slurpuff can take any 2 hits from it, I believe. So let's check Slurpuff. Yeah, I take any 2 hits very easily from a... Oh, I took the band off. Yeah. Just saying, I do not like my matchup in this just because of that Sneasel, and I tried to kind of play around it. Maybe I should just go for a Shadow Sneak and get damage off. I don't want to... I mean... What is it taking from a Mamoswine's Ice Shard? 35. So... I don't want to not get damage off. I think I'm just going to play rough. Does a Mimikyu +2. What does a Shadow Claw do? It doesn't do enough. I think I'm just going to play rough. Yeah, Icicle Crash. I lived that. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Come on, kill it. Awesome. Yes. Yes. Okay. It was Life Orb. It was Life Orb. Oh, okay. That's a huge, huge, huge threat to my team gone. Okay. The Crobat comes in. I'm just going to Shadow Sneak. I Shadow Sneak here. Yeah, perfect. It's going to kill me with a Brave Bird. Do I see an item? Do I see an item? Black Sludge. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That was huge. That was huge. So, I can now go into Zapdos and get a Roost Off. If I get that Roost Off with my Zapdos on the Crobat. Okay, Crobat, offensive utility. If I see Black Sludge, wow, this does not like me. So Black Sludge, I'll just give it leftovers. Brave Bird cannot do much to me. It could try and Toxic me. I don't like that very much. So I could go into my Nihilego if it's offensive utility with the leftovers. Max special, let's call it Adamant. And I go into my Nihilego. How much are you doing? You're doing about 50%, but I get a boost here. But the Blastoise is still right there. So I don't know. I don't know what I want to do right now. Clearly. I could go into my Darmanitan and just get a whatchamacallit? Get a Flare Blitz off. Then that brings in the Landorus. So I Darmanitan and Landorus. Let's call it defensive, and it has to have a lot of investment there. I'm 2-hit KOing it after poison. The Blastoise could come in, and it takes about 30%, I believe, from the calc. But I don't really have a good switch in to the Blastoise, so I think I kind of need to deter the Blastoise best that I can. And I don't have any way to deter it, which is great, other than my Zapdos. So if I bring Zapdos in, I'm taking 25% of rocks, and I live anything I can roost up. That brings in the Landorus. Landorus can smack me down, but I can just I can Heat Wave it, I believe. So let me check the Zapdos calc. I'm sorry I'm taking so long. I don't like this matchup, and this is just kind of how I have to go about it. So the Crobat is a problem, though, and I kind of want to see if I can take it out. So if I Flare Blitz it, I don't like Flare Blitzing. If I bring him in, I might just U-turn, but I kind of like the Power Gem play. If he goes Blastoise, I don't think she can risk the Blastoise on my Nihilego, just because it's not doing much to me, and I'm doing a lot more back. So I'm going to go Nihilego here. I'm going to Power Gem. Power Gem hits everything. And if I get a kill here, I get a speed boost, which is huge, because that means I'm outspeeding a lot on her team. And that means I can get another big hit off on something. But this is also my best check to the Sylveon, so I do want to make sure I can check the Sylveon. But Scarf Sylveon isn't that big of a problem, especially if Choice Specs isn't as big of a problem as long as I can set up to +1 or +2 with my Slurpuff. And I do still have Mamoswine. Mamoswine is huge right now. Because okay, so let's check this damage. That did 22. Pretty sure that that's Assault Vest, right? Nihilego, Power Gem. Oh, it's probably just very specially bulky, which is really, really good to know. So that is Calm Natured. Yeah. So that's either max special defense, max HP Calm, or Assault Vest. I want to keep this around. I could go into my Slurpuff here. Technically, I could start setting up. Not much is stopping me from doing that. I could go into Zapdos. Zapdos outspeeds this. How much do I take from... So, Zapdos... Actually, let's calc no investment. Modest. Assault Vest. On my Nihilego calc. Yep, that's also the roll. So it could be max special attack modest, or it could be max defense with Assault Vest. So Sludge, in that case, Sludge Wave isn't doing much. I could go Zapdos. If she's max special attack modest, Scald is not killing me after rocks, unless she goes for the Ice Beam. If she goes for an Ice Beam, good play on her end. I'm pretty sure that has to give me Slurpuff. And I can start setting up. I think that has to be my play. Come on, you gotta live, gotta live, gotta live. Oh, it's Miracle, awesome. Haha, I have scouted out your set. So that is definitely Assault Vest with the Miracle. So I now I roost there. I want to see what this wants to do. So if she sets up at all, I outspeed there. I can take a hit there. I wish I still had Mimikyu around. I want a Toxic, but if she sets up a sub here, so let's go into a Zeraora. There's never a set on my Zapdos. She could sub, so if she is max attack, she can be adamant with Plasma Fists. Plasma Fist is doing 34 to 40, so that's not a lot. So she could start setting up a bulk up. I want to sub just to scout out what she wants to go for. She's going to outspeed me. I want a Toxic, but if I Toxic and she subs, I'm in a little bit of trouble. I could Heat Wave just to get some damage, and that damage could get my Darmanitan in. Darmanitan, I believe, nukes this. Yeah, especially with Flare Blitz, even if it's at +1 defense, Heat Wave puts it in range of that. So I'm going to Heat Wave, thinking the sub's coming out. That's not going to do much to me. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's Life Orb as well, and I do a lot of damage, and I'm just going to Roost up. It can't do much to me. Perfect, and that gives me a Roost. And it's Life Orb, so good to know it's not going to outspeed my Darmanitan. If I get to +1 on the Heligo, it's not going to outspeed that as well. I Roost up here, and this Landorus, I'm going to force it to take some rounds of Toxic, I think. So if I sub here, or I still don't have much for this, sadly. I could go into my Slurpuff. I know that a Smackdown is coming. I don't know if it outspeeds it definitely outspeeds my Mamoswine, sorry, I know that. I could go into my Nihilego, but I want to sub again, or I can Heat Wave. So let's go into my Zapdos calc, and we will go to a Landorus. It's the defensive set. Heat Wave is doing 26 to 30, which is decent damage, especially considering a Smackdown has to come. Sub is my best play because I still Roost up on the Blastoise. Yeah, so I sub. Yeah, it's only doing 22. I sub, and that brings me back to 44. I'm going to get back to about 50%. I should probably Roost here. How much do I take from an Earthquake from a Lando if I lose my Flying typing? Earthquake, it's only doing 62 to 74, so I can really wear it down. I'm going to Roost. Earthquake comes out, I Roost, I get back to full. I think I Roost again. Because it's going to do a net 25 to me. And that's going to really wear it down due to Toxic, and that's going to allow basically everything else in my team to kind of go in against it. I don't want to lose anything else. So the way I'm keeping Slurpuff in the back, she probably thinks I am Belly Drum, which I'm not. I wish I were, actually. I'd probably win right now if I were Belly Drum Slurpuff. But that's assuming I got off a Belly Drum. So, I don't think Smackdown ever wears off. So how much is this? It's doing 24. I want to Roost just to get more damage off on it. And if I Roost, I can go into my Mamoswine. Mamoswine takes any hit. Mamoswine takes a hit right now, actually. And I can Ice Shard to kill it. The only reason I don't like that is because she can bring something else in, and actually, I actually really like that play because I can go for an Ice Shard on this. I'm going to do it after I Roost here. Yeah, I take that. 69%, nothing. Roost it off. Perfect, 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 perfect. I'm back up. Excuse me, I only lost about 12% to that. So that's great. 69%. Onto my Zapdos. I just want to make sure of this. If I lose my Flying typing, it's Earthquakes. That's like a high roll, which is great because now the next one's doing about 30%. I'm gonna Roost again. Yeah, Sylveon comes out. Sylveon can't do much to me. Sylveon can not do anything to my Nihilego unless it's Psyshock. Psyshock here, awesome play, but I do take it, which is really nice. How much did that do? Nihilego against the Sylveon. Choice Specs. Psyshock should have killed, so no specs. It's going to be a Wish variant, isn't it? 73 to 86. Yeah. Yeah, so there's not a lot of special attack on that. So probably very specially bulky. This is still a win condition if I can get a kill. But actually, it's not a win condition anymore. I need the damage off on this for my Slurpuff to win. So I think I just Sludge Wave. Yeah, I Sludge Wave. Crobat comes in. That's perfectly fine. So Crobat, Brave Birds. I need to know its set. I don't want it to Toxic on my Zapdos. I could bring in my Mamo. Mamoswine does really good now. Does really, really well. I really like Mamo now. So how much does a Crobat offensive do to me? With blocks, it doesn't matter. It's doing about 50. That's not the best. But I do kill with an Ice Shard. She could be a max defense Sylveon, so let's check that first. Let's check that. I don't think max defense Sylveon makes a lot of sense in this match. Just because Earthquake's a 2-hit KO and I outspeed. I like the Power Gem play. Not as much. But Zapdos play could be nice, especially considering I don't think she Toxics. She can't Toxic. Although Zapdos is my win condition. Zapdos is a huge win condition right now. Yeah, Zapdos is a huge win condition. I Power Gem. I Power Gem here. I'm not letting my Zapdos get Toxic at all. I'll take the kill on this if she tries to overpredict, but I will let my... Oh, the alarm's going off again. Yay! Sorry for that noise that I made. But the alarm's going off again, and we all know that that is a great noise. If you can hear it. If you can't hear it, then, well, you can't hear it. So, Nihilego. Nope. Crobat. I think it should have killed anyway. Yeah, that killed no matter what. So that didn't matter. I now go into my Mamoswine, don't I? And I just start applying a lot of pressure. That's the Zeraora is down to 40%. How much do we do to a Zeraora? Blank set with my Mamoswine. Ooh, it's getting louder. It's a roll to kill if there's no HP investment. I could set up Stealth Rocks. If I set up Rocks, I'm guaranteeing to kill everything. And so that Blastoise, what if it's just max HP? Blastoise offensive, 252 against my Darmanitan. With no defensive investment, I'm doing about 40% to it. And that's probably a 2-hit KO from where it's at, which is really, really nice. I could go into my Slurpuff. I'm still afraid of this being Black Sludge. She might think that she doesn't need it anymore. She also might think that my Slurpuff is Belly Drum, so she might still be trying to keep it around. If she doesn't keep it around, my Slurpuff wins as soon as I get a chance to set up, especially considering that is a Cleric or a defensive Sylveon. Then I can really put in a lot of work with my Slurpuff, and I can make sure that I am always killing the Blastoise. I like the Mamoswine play because Mamoswine's Ice Shard kills the Crobat. Defensive, 60 to 71. I see Black Sludge. If it's max defense, I believe it takes one. So, bold. Yeah, it does. I do take a hit from it, but I don't want to, considering my Life Orb. I think I'm just going to go into my Darmanitan. Darmanitan comes in and gets a Flare Blitz kill. What's the Lando at? It's at 52, so it's very bulky still. So I want to go into my Mamo here. Mamo, Ice Shard. There's nothing that wants to come in on this Ice Shard really effectively. The Sylveon could come in. I kind of like the Esco Crash play, expecting the Sylveon. If Sylveon comes in, I need this Crobat to go down. I really need the Crobat to go down, and I think I'm willing to risk the Icicle Crash. So him being offensive with this Brave Bird. Yeah, I need to crash here. So I crash. Yeah, I crash. If she wants to go into Sylveon, I get a big hit off on it. Yeah, Icicle Crash into Earthquake kills. Always. Yep, Blastoise comes in. I crash. 23. Now, how much does my Earthquake do? Given that damage. Blastoise. Offensive. How much did my crash do? Not much. So she has bulk as well. So she doesn't have a lot of offensive investment, which is nice to know. I think my Slurpuff can come in. Can't it? Does Slurpuff come in and win? Let's see. I mean, Zapdos could come in. Nothing is stopping my Zapdos from just coming in and having fun. Once I get Zapdos in, I'm pretty sure I can beat the rest of her team. I'm bringing in Zapdos. Sylveon comes out. I'm not afraid of this, though. She didn't show much investment. Right? How much was the Psyshock damage on my Nihilego? There it is, Psyshock 62. So it was a high roll. Yeah, she's no investment. So if I have my Zapdos here, I'm very bulky. Her Hyper Voice isn't doing enough. Her Hyper Voice isn't 2 KOing me, and I outspeed all the time. Yeah. So now I just Heat Wave this. Yeah. I don't think. So let's. I don't know if she has Haze or not. So I'm gonna sub. Awesome. Para? Nope, no static. Kind of wish I was pressure here. That'd actually be really nice. But I'm setting up a sub on anything that's coming in, which is really nice because I can get damage off. And I can Toxic the Sylveon. Zapdos is really just going to start wearing down her team now. It's just going to start walling things. And she's not going to like that I just subbed up on her. So, I don't think Smackdown works if I have a sub up. So, I think I sub again here. Actually, no, there's a really good chance that it doesn't break my sub. Defensive against my Zapdos and Smackdown. Yeah. Max roll. Breaks my sub. I'm gonna Heat Wave. Yep, didn't break my sub. Awesome, Heat Wave. Taking it down. Now, she dies through poison. I'm gonna sub. I'm gonna sub and make sure my... Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I just get health from this. I Toxic this. Oh, nope, I missed the Toxic on it. That's fine. I take another one. I'm gonna Toxic. You don't have any investment. And if you're Wish Protect, you don't have Heal Bell. If you're Heal Bell, you don't have Recovery. I'm going to do this again, and I can just keep roosting. I can... Actually, I want to roost here. I want to make sure I'm out of range from a crit. Okay, perfect. And I can just Heat Wave. Right? Yeah, I just Heat Wave. That didn't break my sub after the Smackdown. Wow, that's impressive. Good job, Zapdos. I think that definitely shows that she is defensive. So she doesn't have any offensive investment in the Crobat. So Zapdos is putting the team on its back defensively right now. Zapdos is a monster defensively. And I'm sorry I've been taking so long with Calcs. And oh, there's another Heat Wave miss. I think she's going to go into the Crobat here. She goes into Crobat. I go into Darmanitan, and Darmanitan starts picking up kills. Because I 2-hit KO everything. I'm pretty sure I OHKO the Crobat if it's defensive. Defensive, I'm going to put a max defense, Impish, against my Darmanitan. I need to make sure it's down to about 70. I want to Toxic this. Aha! Protect. So I don't think it has Heal Bell. Heat Wave here. I wish I hit that Protect on the Sylveon earlier. Or the Toxic. I wish I hit the Toxic on the Sylveon. Alright, there's a little prediction. She definitely has to roost here. I can go into my Mamoswine. I can let Mamoswine go down and get my Darmanitan in. Right? So she's shown 2 attacks. She might have her last attack being Cross Poison. If it's Cross Poison, it's not Haze, and my setup Slurpuff wins as soon as something goes down. I don't think she U-turns. I don't want to waste any more Roosts or Heat Waves just yet, because once this goes down, I kind of just win. So I'm going to switch out into my Mamoswine. I'm at full with my Zapdos. I have no reason not to do this. I now take anything, and I can just crash. Crash into Earthquake kills everything. And I don't die from her Brave Bird. Because that Crobat with the U-turn on my Zapdos did nothing. Absolutely nothing. She showed no investment, actually. Zero investment, and she got a low roll. So, Brave Bird on my Mamoswine cannot kill me, and Icicle Crash kills her. I crash here. Okay. Crash into Earthquake kills the Blastoise. Ooh, it could outspeed me. I don't think it can, though. It's shown too much bulk. Slightly worried. Just want an Earthquake again, honestly. I kind of want to pressure the Crobat. So how much does my Slurpuff have to set up in order to OHKO the Crobat? So she's defensive. I'm Dazzling Gleam. What about +6? Yeah. She still roosts it off. So I need damage on the Crobat. A lot of damage, actually. I could Earthquake. She still doesn't have anything if I Earthquake. Yeah, I'm Earthquaking. I have no reason not to Earthquake. She's shown a lot of bulk on this. Icicle Crash from my Mamo. Blastoise, defensive. 19 to 23. Did 23 max, so you have a lot of bulk, which means you don't have enough to outspeed me. That's fine. 56, I think I'm still out of range. I have bulk in my Mamo. Not a ton, but enough. So if she's offensive with her Crobat, sorry, I might have been speaking a little quietly there. She's offensive, Adamant. It's a roll whether she kills me or not. And then I won't be able to break the Crobat. But I'm pretty sure once I get Darmanitan in, I win. Because I set up on the Sylveon with my Slurpuff. I want an Icicle Crash. But I don't OHKO this with my Darmanitan, so I want an Ice Shard. Yeah, I'll take the 60%. As she U-turns. Awesome. I get a lot of damage off, and now that Crobat is going to be really pressured. If she brings something else in, I either get an Ice Shard kill on the Zeraora or the Landorus, or I get Rocks Up. And Rocks Up are going to be huge against this. So I can get my Rocks Up now. I can get really late game Rocks. I'm not afraid of this Sylveon at all. And the reason being is because I know my Slurpuff sets up all over it. I'm getting up Rocks. Perfect. Aha. Okay, that's great. Now I'm pretty sure I just Earthquake. Because if she brings in her Crobat on that, it's going to get back a good amount. But it's not really going to be a ton. She could bring in Lando on it, actually. So I kind of want to crash, but that's going to leave me a little vulnerable to the Blastoise coming in. So I could crash. I could go. I don't want to switch out. So yeah, I'm just going to crash. Okay. I do 50%. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, that's fine. Perfectly fine, because I now know her full moveset. So let's go to the Sylveon. Cleric against my Slurpuff. Doing about 45. So does it 2-hit KO after Rocks? Ever? Nope. Guaranteed 3-hit KO. So I'm guaranteed not to die. So I go into my Slurpuff. And I Calm Mind. Yeah. I Calm Mind. Perfect. Ooh, I outspeed it. She can't do anything to me now. I think I won with this. I think I rest right here. Yeah. Okay. Now I outspeed everything. I just start setting up Calm Minds. Nothing on our team outspeeds me. If this has to be physically bulky based off of the Mammoth damage for my shard or icicle crash. So I go into my SLUR Puff, my Dazzling Gleam. If I'm at +2, 36. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep Calm Minding. I'm gonna Cotton Guard now, just so she knows she can't beat me. Okay, I just want to make sure that that Crobat cannot come in. So, Crobat comes in, takes 25%. I just need to make sure I'm doing 15. So I am, always. So I'm at +2. Yeah, so I'm +2 attack. My Dazzling Gleam is 4-hit KOing. I want to get another Calm Mind off. Okay. I should have held off on the rest. I was just afraid of the Crobat coming in. So she's doing 16%. I'm 3-hit KOing her, I believe, at +3. I am. And she can only get 2 attacks off, right? 16, 16, that's going to bring me down to about 30-something. I'm at +3 special defense as well, 17 max. I could rest here. I think if she has Haze on the Crobat, she'll show it. I also want damage on this. If I get damage on this, my Darmanitan comes in and wins. I'm going to start Gleaming. 39. Okay, Hyper Voice, 17. Doing enough. I don't think she doesn't have any priority on her team. As long as this next one doesn't crit, I think we win. Just don't crit. Okay, she wished. Perfect. I kill. Oh, she has Protect. She has Protect. I want to rest, but I can't. So, if I Calm Mind, am I 2-hit KOing? No, I'm not. I never 2-hit KO. I'm going to rest. Oh, I don't want to. But I want to. I mean, if I Gleam, I can then rest. And if she doesn't have Haze on Crobat, then I still win. So I have to Gleam here, just in case she tries to pass it. Because if she passes it to... Actually, I can't lose if she passes it. Unless she set up Lando. Or set up Zera. I wish I didn't use my rest as soon as I did. Because I did outspeed this. And she doesn't have Roar on the Blastoise because it's Assault Vest, because we saw the Mirror Coat. I'm Gleaming here because I don't think she can... I think she has to Protect, but I still have Rest. So, unless she has Haze on the Crobat, I win. And if she has Haze on Crobat, I'm a little screwed with this. I don't 2-hit KO. I have to rest here. So if I rest and she goes into her Crobat, I'm a little messed up. I think she Gleams here. Or not Gleam. Hyper Voice? Yeah, I have to rest. So I get my rest up. She wishes. She's got to bring that into her Crobat. I'm assuming that's going into Crobat. If she has Blastoise, she is defensive with an Assault Vest. My Dazzling Gleam, if I get to +6, I'm doing 62. Which means it would be out of range. Close that. The Blastoise could be a bit of a problem. I don't know how many Mirror Coats she's going to have, though. And Blastoise always gives me my Zapdos. I would just have to lose my Speed Boost. But as long as I set up with Cotton Guards, I'm good with my SLUR Puff. Taking on her physical Pokemon. Oh, I haven't locked into a move. I'm resting. I rest for 2 turns no matter what. So she's probably thinking of her way to win. What she has to do is to pass the switch into her Blastoise. She passes into the Blastoise, it gets back up to about 80-90% after rocks. Assuming this is max HP Sylveon. And then, I don't know. then she just is kind of stuck in here. If she has haze on the Crobat, then she's going to go into Crobat and do that. But if she has haze on the Crobat, my Darmanitan can win. I also kind of wish I had gotten a lot of damage off on the Sylveon. The Sylveon's proven to be a little annoying. I don't know exactly how the end of this game's going to go. It depends on who she passes the wish into. Because I'm at +3, +3, +3. She's going to have a lot of setup in order to out set up me. And I OHKO just about everything on her team. She goes into Crobat. So, let's see if it has haze. If it doesn't have haze, we're good. If it has haze, we'll have to think of something different. Don't show haze. Awesome. Okay. We saw Roost. I don't think it has haze. I'm just gonna go for Calm Minds now. Okay. It doesn't have haze. Unless it did that so that it could get back to full before it hazed. I don't think it has haze. I don't think it gets Whirlwind either. So, oh, it might. Yeah, Golbat usually gets Whirlwind. So, we'll see. If it has Whirlwind, probably show now. Whirlwind or Haze. I could see it as the last move. I'm going to Calm Mind again, and she defogs. Awesome, defogs the last move. She can't do anything to me. And when I get to +6, actually, hold on, I want to Cotton Guard, make sure I can take all the physical hits as well as I can, because I know she's physical on the Crobat. I know I have a lot of bulk, and she can't do anything to me. Okay, this is perfect. I think if she passed that into the Blastoise, I was going to have a bit of a problem with it, because I don't have a Toxic on the Blastoise. So, yeah, now I think we're looking really good, because this Crobat is the defensive utility, and if I'm at +6, I'm 2-hit KOing, and I'm outspeeding. So I Cotton Guard on her, assuming Brave Bird. Yep. 9. It did 9. So just gonna Calm Mind up to +6 and make sure Slurpuff can come in and finish this game off. Okay, that one did 10. Gotta get one more Calm Mind up. I'm just worried about a crit. How much does a crit Brave Bird do to me? 55 to 64. Not enough. So get this last Calm Mind up, down to 72. 2 Dazzling Gleams will finish this off. 49. I think that was a really low roll, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. I cannot kill on this next one. She's probably going to Roost. Oh, got the crit. Okay, let's get into the game. That will be game right there. Sorry for the crit. I know it did end up mattering, but it did end up. Actually, I did 50. I was doing 57, max to 57. That's not the only way that I win. I'm doing a lot of damage to you, and you were only at 54. So I think there was still a good chance of me winning right there. Regardless, I'm going to Gleam. I 2-hit KO this now. I'm going to send her this Calc. Unless you had investment without the crit. And I just Gleam. I need to make sure she doesn't pass a wish into the Blastoise. And I don't know if she has Spadef investment, but it seemed like she had probably a lot of speed and probably attack investment or physical defense. And I mean, I have Megaladios, so I'm actually pretty surprised to see it be there. Yep, that's gone. She's switching out to that. I just Gleam. I have 8 more, so she can sack both of those off and I still win. So, yeah, I still win here regardless. There's nothing she can do. So she's going to go for the wish here. I'm going to get her Oh, no, she'll sack 0. I mean, the Sylveon doesn't beat my... She's been protecting, so I'm going to save my Gleam. I mean, even if she goes into Lando, I know it's a defensive Lando. I'm at +6. Landorus, defensive. Yeah, I kill. So I'm just going to make sure that that kind of goes to waste. Yep, I kill. I kill this. We're good. We are good. Our Slurpuff is going to get 5 kills at the end of this game here, and we are going to go to 2-0, and that leaves us with a really good chance of moving on. So, especially considering the people we've beaten. So that's going to a KO. She's going to wish. I assume she protects here. I mean, she can wear this down as much as she wants. She has to protect here. So I'm going to force her to do that. And then I'm going to switch into my Darmanitan and finish this game off. Darmanitan, go... Oh, wait, no. Sylveon. Sylveon, Cleric, Slurpuff. So, let's go to my Darmanitan. I 2 a KO Flare Blitz 100% of the time. She has to protect. Let's see, how many does she have left? 11. I have 3 left. I can't lose as long as I switch into Zapdos here. And Toxic will finish this off. So Slurpuff ends up getting 4 kills at the end there. We get a Toxic off on the Sylveon, and that'll be game. So we'll just Heat Wave here. Keep wearing it down. And Roost. She's eventually going to fall down to the combination of everything, and I think I'm going to just help this out a little bit. She doesn't do enough to my Darmanitan, and Darmanitan will finish this off with a Flare Blitz. Good game. So good game to Evanie. This does that much. So I am sorry for the crit, but it was a roll. I have the calc here. And if it wasn't a low roll on the first one, it would have been even more in my favor. So good game to Evanie. Sorry for the crit, but whatever floats your boat for being salty. So good game. I'll see you all next time. Sorry I'm not happier. Just when people are upset about it, kind of keeps me down. But have a great day, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.